Hi folks, this is Stodola from Angler Sportfishing. Today we're going to be looking at Tom's custom musky baits out of Portage, Wisconsin. I met Tom at the Wisconsin Musky Expo this year in Wausau. He's got some crankbaits that I'm real excited about. First one I'm going to show you here is called the Little Fat Shad. Anybody who's trolled Green Bay knows that the Super Shad Wrap is the gold standard out there. I say it all the time. And this is a bait that I'm hoping will be the next one. Similar body profile. Not a very aggressive lip. This is a bait I'm really excited to try. Next one's called the 5.5 crank. This is another crankbait that Tom makes. I really like the squirrely tail on it. I haven't got a chance to cast it yet, but I'm excited to give it a try. And this one's called his Super Crank. When I talked to Tom about these baits, he said specifically at the end of the year when he casts in real cold water, he said he straight reels these things and he's had a really good success on them. Again, not a real aggressive lip on them. Something that I'm excited about. On Green Bay, I've found any bait that has a real aggressive lip and has a real aggressive action is not really going to be the answer. And these baits are all relatively small lips, and we're going to cast them today. Tom said when he fishes them in the fall, he straight reels them. So I'm going to do that and kind of show you what they would look like trolled or obviously straight reeled. All right, so we'll start with the Little Fat Shad. As you can see, it's got a real wide body wobble to it. Not a real aggressive lip hammering action. Kind of what I'm hoping to see with it. If you've ever seen a Super Shad Wrap in the water, it looks similar to that, where it's got a real wide body wobble and it doesn't really hammer real hard. Baits that really, you can feel them on the tip and really hammer hard, seem like they're not necessarily the answer on Green Bay, at least in my experience. If your name's Brian Klein, you can get them to bite on just about any wild stuff out there, but for me, it hasn't been that. That hasn't been my experience. I'll try and keep it up a little bit here. Here we go. Like I said, real nice wobble, wide body roll on it, and just not super hard, aggressive lip. I'm really excited about trying this one. I'm gonna definitely, if you looked at this at the end of the season, it's going to have a lot of hook crash on it. I'm going to put some miles on this one for sure. Let's take a look at the other ones. Next bait we're going to be looking at is called the Super Crank. Tom's Custom Musky Lures Super Crank. Again, not super aggressive. I'm going slow because that's what Tom said he does in the fall, and just to keep it up higher in the water column. But I really like the body wobble on this, and that split tail really exaggerates that tail wag on it. A little bit tighter action, but definitely not too aggressive. I really like where this thing's going as well. I'll do it a little faster and show you a little bit more what it'll probably look like going at 3 to 3.5. Again, nice big tail kick, really exaggerated by that nice long, that tail that's kind of split like that. Really neat looking bait. I'll give you one more cast. Slap. Do one pull pause tube to see what she looks like. So Tom said he only did this as a straight retrieve bait. But I just did a cast so it pulled paws too, and it looks pretty sweet. I'll do one more like that. So you can rip it down, and it really has a nice slow rise to it. And I mean, this is a neat bait to cast too. I wasn't necessarily planning on casting it because I don't cast a lot of crankbaits on Green Bay, but just the hang time on this thing, it looks pretty neat. I could definitely see using this early season in some shallow, clear water and letting that thing do some work. The hang time on this cold water, I could just see being pretty awesome. So again, that one's called the Super Crank from Tom's Custom Musky Lures. We're going to take a look at the 5.5 crank next. Next up is going to be the 5.5 inch crank from Tom's Custom Musky Lures. Parker said it looks better if I go over here. I'll give that a try. Oh, maybe it does. Until I hit bottom. So again, similar to the Super Crank, nice split tail, really accentuates the action. Little tighter wobble, obviously, smaller bait. Still not super aggressive. I like that. Nice body action on it. Definitely going to be trying these all out trolling this year. Going to run a lot of rods here in Green Bay. Lots of options. We're going to be running all these, giving them a workout. Give it one more cast, we'll do a little pull pause. Oh yeah, much more erratic than the Super Crank. Kind of a neat bait, definitely still floats up real slow, which is nice. But you can rip it down a little bit, and then it comes up nice and slow. Ooh, almost got that. That's junk. There you have it, folks, the 5.5 inch crank from Tom's Custom Musky Lures. Alright folks, thanks for watching our video on Tom's Custom Musky Baits. His info will be in the description below. So again, this is the Super Crank, the 5.5 inch crank, and the Little Fat Shad. As I'm going to do in all my videos this year, I'll do a shameless plug. We're going to be running a tournament, musky tournament on Green Bay, October 7th. It's going to be called the 3 More Lines Adoption Fundraiser Musky Tournament. We've got an event page on Facebook. All the rules and sign up are on the Fish Donkey app. If you're not familiar with that, it's a really great way to run tournaments. It makes it so you can launch at any boat launch on the waters. And like I said, any questions, anything like that, you can contact me. We are taking donations for it, stuff to raffle off, stuff to use for silent auctions. And then we're going to have food and drinks and everything afterwards, so I hope to see a whole bunch of you there. Thanks for watching.